Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, just a quick look at the short-term chart, and then I want to take a look at Bitcoin dominance, because this is getting wild. So Bitcoin, yeah, holding below the 100K resistance area. I mean, the next upside resistance level is around 99K. Then obviously the 100K level starts to give us, above 100K. We have a lot of micro resistances, but 99 to 100K, that's what the bulls need to overcome to reach the next milestone target to the upside. As I said before, I'm not sure if we are getting one more high more directly, but it's possible even in this yellow B wave that the 100K level will be tested. Essentially, we're just ranging. I mean, I think on the Bitcoin chart, at the moment, I think it's not so meaningful. I mean, yes, we want it ideally to grind sideways for a while so the altcoins are going to do well. I think the focus is more on the altcoins. I mean, Bitcoin is holding well, yes, but I mean, if it's going to touch 100K or not, I mean, it's not so meaningful because it should do it sooner or later anyway, right? I'm actually quite happy if it just grinds sideways and we get some good altcoin movements in the meantime, while the investors and traders realize they might have too many difficulties to push the price through 100K, so they rather go into altcoins, which is why we see Bitcoin dominance drop. So we're going to take a look at that. But yeah, what are the structures here? What are the key levels? I mean, overall, we can still push higher. The market has not declined in a direct fashion, certainly not. So we've seen the initial three-wave move down. From here, we were watching for a bounce, happened. The bounce, however, has not clearly formed a three-wave move up, and that's how we adjust our perspectives. If the market tells us we might have to, because the pullback was in three waves, so not clearly bearish, but it was quite deep. So we said, okay, another move down overall has become likely, like an A, B, C structure, right? But I haven't got any confirmation that this B wave has topped yet. And B waves are very chameleon-like structures, and the move up doesn't really look like a three-wave move. That's the main problem, because I can even make a case for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Not ideal the way it looks for various reasons, but that's possible. And that could be a wave 1. Then this here could be an A, maybe now working on the B, C. As long as we're holding 92,418, and that's a very clear and actionable level that I already gave you in the last video, so that hasn't changed at all. Everybody should be aware of it. As long as we're holding 92,418, the overall focus could still be on higher if you believe this wave count. I mean, I'm skeptical. I can see it, possibly, right? And if that happens, then it might actually, I mean, if this really is another 1-2 setup, it could take us to, oops, 1 second. Depending on where it forms a low, but I can see it go up to 110K if this is a 1-2 setup. I just want to mention that. While this was not likely down here, with the look of a 5-wave move up, this has certainly become an option. It is still something I'm skeptical about because it's not a nice 5-wave move up. But again, the microstructures on these small time frames, sometimes they're distorted, which is why I rather prefer to use the levels for just, understanding if the momentum is rather up or down. At the moment, we're still holding above support levels. Right, we're still holding above support levels, and the nearest support I can offer is 95,618 to 92,418. One more high, however, could also mean that this yellow B wave is just extending. But as soon as we go above 100,330, I'd say we start to rule out yellow, and it would be an extension in the blue count to the upside, in an extension possibly even to round about 110K. So even in the yellow count, I cannot confirm a top. I mean, to be honest, it should have already dropped more strongly, which it hasn't. So we use that as a signal, right? So we listen to what the market is telling us. So levels haven't changed. So as long as above 92,418, same communication as in the last video, same message, same narrative. I'm looking for higher, while I'm going to get cautious again once we reach this blue target zone. And anything below 92,418 would rather suggest a drop into the mid 80K region. Now I wanted to take a look at Bitcoin dominance because, to be honest, the short-term chart hasn't changed at all. Bitcoin dominance is interesting. It hasn't changed either, but the move down is starting to suggest that this is more than a wave 4. Now, it's a bit too early to confirm it. We've broken the first trend line. We haven't broken the one that I find a bit more meaningful, the lower one. Do we need another high? No. I mean, it is very much possible. This was already the 4-5. Yeah, it's possible. It's in the resistance area. This is the area where we're watching for a top. But I told you I need some kind of downside momentum to suggest we've topped. I find it still a little bit too early to confirm that. But the momentum is the strongest move down that we've seen probably since January this year. Yeah, that is meaningful. If the next bounce is corrective and it's holding a lower high, I think a top is in. Let's see if we can break out of this channel to the downside. We've broken the first trend line, but not the second one. So Bitcoin dominance could have topped, but I don't think we don't really yet have a clear break of previous swing lows. We need a little bit of action. I mean, if we zoom out, this dip is really a bit meaningless. It's starting to get meaningful, okay? But I need to see a bit more, specifically a break below that trend line, which would be around 56%. And then a break below those previous swing lows from May, June would be helpful, around 54%. And then, yeah, can drop quite quickly. I mean, you can see how quickly these can sometimes drop, and it can happen quickly. Yeah, as I said, altcoin seasons or altcoin rallies, they can be over in several weeks. You know, it doesn't need to be like half a year or something. So we have to be quick when we see the first setups, which we have been, I think. So can't cover them all, you know, there are too many, but yeah, hopefully it's been helpful, and just something to pay attention to, right? Just something to pay attention to. Very, very important. We had a few weeks ago, maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, we also looked at, you know, the market cap charts, and we looked at the USDT dominance in one of our member live streams, and we already saw a break of the trend line back then. This was the first signal that the things are changing in the crypto sector, and it's just been flowing. This wave count, it's been following through. So this is still valid. I haven't touched it, and we could move to 2.75% on USDT dominance going forward, right? I mean, yeah, okay, you know, there's this stuff about I think USDT being banned in the EU and stuff like that, but it was already rolling. You know, this downtrend was already rolling, indicating that stablecoins, flowing into crypto, back into crypto. I mean, back into non-stablecoin cryptos. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.